Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn a poem, Nine Gold Medals. This poem is written by David Roth. The poem Nine Gold Medals is based on a true incident. The poem describes the incident that took place in the Special Olympics of 1976 when nine athletes lined up to start the race. One of them fell right after it started. What happened next is a unique example of sporting spirit. The athletes had come from so many the countries to run for the gold and the silver and bronze. Many weeks and months in training, all building up to the games. All round the field, spectators were gathered, cheering on all the young women and men. Then the final event of the day was approaching, the last race about to begin. The loudspeakers called out the names of the runners. The 100 meters, the race to be run, and nine young athletes stood there determined and poised for the sound of the gun. The signal was given, the pistol exploded, and so did the runners on hearing the sound. But the youngest among them stumbled and staggered, and he fell on his knees to the ground. He gave out a cry of frustration and anguish. His dreams and his efforts dashed in the dirt. But as sure as I am standing here telling the story, now it's a strange one. But here's what occurred. The 8 other athletes stopped in their tracks. The ones who had trained for so long to compete. One by one, they turned around and came back to help him and lifted the lad to his feet. Then all 9 runners joined hands and continued. The 100 meters reduced to a walk, and the banner above that said Special Olympics could not have been nearer the mark. That's how the race ended. 9 gold medals. They came to the finish line holding hands still, and the banner above, and 9 smiling faces. Said more than these words ever will. Said more than these words ever will. Nine Gold Medals is a poem written by David Roth. This poem encourages human compassion and cooperation. It draws inspiration from the 9 differently abled athletes in a special Olympic event. A race takes place between the runners. One runner fell to the ground, and upon seeing this, all the others stopped running and helped him stand upon his feet. Later, all of them walked hand in hand to finish the race. Thus, seeing this gesture, all the athletes were awarded a gold medal. They were recognized for their exceptional show of empathy and compassion. Where had the young women and men come from? What had brought them together? The athletes have come to participate in the Special Olympics. These athletes were differently abled, and they wanted to show the world that they were not weaker as far as strength and determination were considered. The athletes were supposed to take part in the events that were to be performed. What was the last event of the day? How many athletes were participating in this event? The event on the last day of the Special Olympics was the 100-meter race. 9 differently able athletes were participating in the event. What happened to the youngest athlete halfway through the race? How did he deal with the situation? This was an event of 100-meter race on the last day of the Special Olympics. The runner started the race. Halfway through the race, the youngest athlete stumbled and staggered. He then fell on his knees to the ground. He responded by giving a cry of frustration and anguish as his dreams and efforts had failed. What strange turn did the poem take? This was a 100-meter race on the last day of the Special Olympics. One of the youngest athletes fell during the race. On seeing this, the other athletes stopped running. They all helped him to his feet. They joined hands and walked together to the finish line. This was a strange turn in the poem. The race ended with all 9 athletes winning the gold medal. This happened due to their sportsmanship. On seeing that one of the participants in the race had got injured and was unable to run, the other participants stopped running. All the athletes held one another's hands, walked up to the finishing line along with the injured participant. This shows the generous spirit, empathy, love, compassion, and cooperation of the participants in the race. Why does the poet say that the banner Special Olympics could not have been nearer the mark? The poet says that the banner Special Olympics could not have been nearer the mark because all the athletes had displayed the special value of true sportsmanship. They helped the injured athlete and walked together with him to the finish line. They did not bother about their race. The human qualities that the poet exhibits are empathy, selflessness, cooperation, and sportsman spirit. How had the race reduced to a walk? The athletes participated in the Special Olympics for the differently abled. During the race, one athlete fell. He got up with the help of other runners, and all the participants walked up to the finishing line instead of running as the injured one could not run. Hence, it is said that the race reduced to a walk. Explain how is their race different from other races. Participants in other races want to secure the first position and do not care if any other participants get injured while running. However, in this race, the participants cared for the injured athlete, they held him and walked together to the finishing line. Here, the participants showed their selflessness and empathy. What was the reaction of the spectators? The poet says that the kindness shown by the other participants towards the injured participant made the audience give them a standing ovation. The participants were happy as each one of them had won a gold medal. The feeling of the audience and the happiness of the participants could not ever be expressed in words by the poet. How is the message conveyed by the poet? The poet says that the kindness shown by the other participants towards the injured participant could not ever be expressed in words by the poet. True sportsmanship is not about winning medals. It is about the human values maintained during the competition. This poem is an example of kindness and humanity. What is the special quality that the participants show? How does this contribute to the title of the poem? The special quality that the participants show is empathy. All 9 participants are the winners as they empathized with the smallest contestant who fell and could not run. They joined hands with him and walked to the finishing line. The poem is all about participating in the race together in true sportsmanship and not fighting to win the race. The title Nine Gold Medals is appropriate to the theme of the poem, which describes a race with a difference. When the smallest contestant staggered and fell, all other participants stopped, and though they had undergone considerable training to compete in the race, they went back to help the young boy and make him stand on his feet. Then they joined hands and continued the race, which was now reduced to a walk. They came to the finishing line, still holding hands. They all were the deserving recipients of the 9 gold medals. Central message of the poem: true victory lies in compassion, not competition. Figures of speech alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Youngest among them stumbled and staggered. His dreams and his efforts dashed in the dirt. Figures of speech imagery. This line creates a vivid picture of the athlete falling, helping readers feel the tension and emotion of the moment. The youngest among them stumbled and staggered and fell to the ground. Figures of speech personification. The banner is given the human ability to say, making it feel like a voice of encouragement and pride. The banner above them said. Figures of speech symbolism. 9 gold medals. This symbolizes shared victory, empathy, and the triumph of human kindness over competition. I have a few objective questions from this poem. The poem 9 Gold Medals by David Roth narrates a folktale, an imaginary story, the poet's own experience, a story based upon a real incident. The correct answer is a story based upon a real incident. In the poem 9 Gold Medals, one athlete won 9 gold medals. 9 gold medals were awarded in total in that Olympics. None of the 9 competitors in an event were awarded a gold medal. 9 differently abled athletes won gold medals. The correct answer is 9 differently abled athletes won gold medals. What is the theme of the poem? Leadership, true sportsmanship, empathy but non-cooperation, all of the above. The correct answer is true sportsmanship. What was the unexpected thing that happened? The shortest among them fell and everyone else continued their race. The youngest athlete among them was still standing at the starting point. The tallest among them stopped to help the shortest runner. The youngest athlete among them fell on his knees and other athletes stopped to help. The correct answer is the youngest athlete among them fell on his knees and the other athletes stopped to help. But the dash among them, dash and dash. Youngest staggered and stumbled. Shortest stumbled and staggered. Youngest stumbled and staggered. Tallest stumbled and staggered. The correct answer is, but the youngest among them staggered and stumbled. Why did the athlete give out a cry of frustration and anguish? After months of hard work and effort, it was all lost in just a moment. After months of hard work and effort, he fell on his knees and lost the race. After months of hard work and effort, he ran fast and won the race. None of the above. The correct answer is after months of hard work and effort, it was all lost in just a moment. The words gold, silver, and bronze stand for medals that were awarded to the winning contestants, 3 honors of any high-level sports competition, fruits of their hard work and labor after the race ends, all of the above. The correct answer is 3 honors of any high-level sports competition. The contestants of the race received a standing ovation because they are challenged in various ways and are not used to sports. They thought it is more important to help than to get a medal. They don't like competition and always cared about winning. They only wanted to win, not to help. The correct answer is they thought it is more important to help than to get a medal. Thank you.